The dolphins are calling you out of your cave and out into the open to play. To find your inner joy. To connect with your inner child. To let them out to play and enjoy the magic of Halloween, of Samhain. And to allow yourself to believe again. To tap into maybe some things that we shut out as kids, things that we knew we saw, heard, tapped into, but maybe we were told or just knew that it wasn't something that we could share with friends and family. Just like a knowing or a feeling, perhaps even something we saw. And you're being called to be playful with yourself and with others. Yeah, you never know what kind of opportunities you'll find. You never know what kind of silver linings you'll find in playing in the dark, as you might say. And in the slow illumination process towards the next full moon in Scorpio, a lot of anything that was buried under the waters of emotions is going to be coming to the surface, especially during the full moon and between Halloween evening and the full moon. Is going to be a reckoning, I'm hearing, of awakenings for people. So, welcome into this reading. Call in angels, spirits, and guides, ascended masters and ancestors. What do we need to know, see, and hear? We're going to start with the Divine Feminine deck. It's called to use the Divine Feminine deck. Oracle. I'm Anthony with Aerie Intuitions. Thank you for stopping by this video. If you're new here, appreciate you sticking around to, bring some watch time to my videos. Like, share, and subscribe is hugely appreciated. Those two are stuck together. They're coming out together. Last cards, please. What do we need to know, see, and hear? The dolphins, the wolves, and owls, egrets, turtle doves for synchronicities. We have Ariadne, Ariadna, the mistress of the labyrinth. Ariadna. My soul knows the way and only knows, and the only way out is through. Oh yes, the only way out through the labyrinth of the mind, through the labyrinth of the emotions is through. It's through feeling your emotions to heal them, is through sitting with ourselves, sitting with our emotions. She's holding a ball, being playful with ourselves. Not getting too beat up if we meet a dead end in the labyrinth, because that's, kind of the thing of the labyrinth. Is the tests, the trials and tribulations here. The mistress of the labyrinth, feminine mastery or mastering the maze of the mind and learning to come back into coherence with the divine communication. Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Most sacred sanctuary is found within me. Hestia was a teacher, a revolutionary, 444 on the time. A foundational teacher for her time. Taught when people weren't really listening to women. or so we're taught. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. The true meaning of home is where the heart is. And a lot of people say home is where the heart is. And well, for a turtle, home is where he is, where you are present, where you are feel studded and shiny. And inside of that home is the sanctuary for your inner pearls, your divinity, your pearl of wisdom. Love it, Mr. Turtle's coming into play here. So turtles, synchronicities. Yeah, home is where the heart is, saying that as you are attuned to the sanctuary of your heart, you are always home. No matter where you are in the world, the universe, galaxy, universe, the multiverse, if you are at peace with you and in the sanctuary of you, you are home. Yeah, Hestia has been showing up. Sekhmet's been showing up too. The red lady. The lady in the red dress. With Ankh, Lyrans. Sekhmet and the eye of Osiris. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Sounds like we may be dealing with some anger that's been hidden, that's kind of maybe rising to the surface in surprising or even mundane ways. So catching ourselves, remembering how strong we are, that we can overcome and come through the doors of frustration and give a voice to our anger through turning it into resilience, strength, turning it into a fire to keep going. As we're all in kind of this transitionary period, Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge, the essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. So dolphin energy here too. Flow, Saraswati, the flow of creation, Empress, bringing home and heart into your creations, and doing your strength, your starseed and goddess connections here. Amaterasu, the goddess of light. We're all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. Ooh, the sacred mirror. We've been learning things through the reflections of others. Are we coming to see just how deeply we can find our triggers and glimmers in the reflections of others? The goddess of light and the goddess of knowledge. Knowledge and light here. That masculine energy of wisdom, Saraswati, getting very balanced feminine energy of her masculine or feminine, who allows the wisdom to flow effortlessly into everything we create. And as we look through the sacred mirrors, through the holograms of others, Fatima, the mother of Imams, Imams? I should know that, maybe. I feel like I should know that. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. Yeah, if like one word says it all for like kind of all religions, it's about living through the lineage of love and seeing through the eyes of gratitude, putting that thread of light into the world to the best of our ability, as best as we can. We're not always given these tools of knowing right away in life. Sometimes we are. Underneath Ariadne, we have the Black Madonna, the Lady of the Hermits. We may be in hermit mode. We've got our inner child here, or kind of Father, Mother, Son, and Holy Spirit energy, the Mother Trinity. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love, because I see that everyone is just a reflection of me, goddess of mirrors, of light. We are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. And the pain and the suffering I see in others, maybe coming into this realization that everything is personal, because I am you and you are we and we are them and we are the person in front of us. And yet we're all having different experiences. Seeing ourselves through others gives us the capacity to love ourselves more deeply. 12:21 on the timer. I got distracted for a second and was like, oh, hey, that's a reflected number. 1, 2, 3, 4 coming up. Taking slow and steady approaches to becoming our authentic self in all circumstances. Perpetua. She has the Jesus fingers going on. Yeah, that's the Saturn and the Jupiter finger, and bringing them together, aligning expansion, the masculine and the feminine, the saint of authenticity. So you're being called to be your authentic self in all circumstances, to know, to be home with you, to learn to be at home with you, to be more comfortable. The mother, I think that's too why I was called to bring no music into this reading. I just felt the need for quiet and just like, hey, let's give this a try. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. The mother of believers, Khadijah, the mother of believers, believer in wealth and abundance, believer in knowing whatever I desire I can be, do, have, or create. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Have we been suffering due to some anger? Have we been suffering due to a distorted reflection that we see in others, forgetting that we are the others in front of us? It happens to the best of us. Our ego likes to take the reins and get a hold of our brains and give us ideas. Mother of believers. You're beginning to believe in your own strength. It's time to keep believing in your own strength. honor that your anger is sacred. It's telling you that something's not working in your life. You know, when we're truly angry about something, yeah, itches in the nose, confirmation. It's because that anger is sacred. You're angry because something needs to change in your life, or we need to change the way we're seeing, approaching, looking at life. And we're in a period where Chiron, wherever Chiron, the wounded healer, is in your chart, is playing a big role right now. I can't remember exactly which aspect. We have determination underneath, climbing the spiritual mountain, on the path to enlightenment, illumination. And remembering there's going to be other mountains to climb. So don't beat yourself up for the journey. The joy is in the journey. Determination to, make it out of the labyrinth. Spirit sees that you're determined to get out of this labyrinth of the mind, the labyrinth of despair and distrust, hearing a lack of hope, perhaps even determined to transform your pain and suffering into this capacity to love yourself and others, to love your inner child, to put on your crown, to put on that crown of knowing that you belong. You belong on this planet. You are in this human body watching this video right now, telling you that you belong and you have something to share, something to say, something to teach, and so much to learn from everyone around you. You may have dealt with a lot of rejection, a lot of barriers and blocks. We also want to look at where are we rejecting that energy that we do want in our life. Where are we rejecting the flow? Where have we put up blocks through rejection, our rejections, and others, our objections, our influences from society to object? Yeah, just kind of called to look under determination. We have love. Looking through the eyes of love. We're all the same light. Love is my lineage. Love is the linear way towards sweetness, flow, and passion. It's all underneath. This is fun. I like it when this happens. Sweetness, flow, and passion are available to you now. So it's time to have faith and rest in your higher knowing. We got red, pink, blue, upper heart, root chakra, heart chakra, third eye. And finally, illumination. Illuminati. We are our own Illuminati when we would choose to wake up. You're waking up to trusting yourself again and coming back into balance. So we may have gotten tossed around by some old deep-seated anger, and you're just being called to balance, trust, to give yourself comfort, do what makes you happy, and let go of any ideas that are blocking us from our sense of worthy, love, and connection. This is your current road to success. Wish fulfillment, sun card, so you can come out of the dark with that rainbow. You caught my last reading. You're feeling like a rainbow in the dark. And when you open up the doorways to success, You're going to find the hunger to live again underneath, and the confidence to be the peace bearer that you know you came to be. I feel like I could close this reading right there. Let's just grab a few more. We've got the mystery. Yeah, allow the mysteries to exist, to unfold. Stop trying to figure it all out. Be playful, go with the flow. Yeah, keep a little mystery to yourself too. You know, you don't have to reveal everything to everyone. Being authentic doesn't have to mean oversharing. Like putting ourselves in our, this is who I am, and you need to know all this, and this about me. And as Abraham Hicks would say, you know, you're not going to go out, put a letter out to everyone in the world and say, this is how I need you to act in accordance to how I'm training myself to be. Energy. Yeah, powerful energy, creative energy, calling back your energy. Some of you may need to call back your energy to keep kind of calling back our energy from the anger through faith. Yeah, because we've dealt with sadness, frustration, and fear. And perhaps there's been some mystery around our energy. We've been feeling a bit kaput. We're trying to figure out why we feel so tired or laid out. It's just because we've been dealing with some old fears, frustrations, and sadness that are coming to the surface to be cleansed. We allow ourselves to release it. It's very well the cycle that frees you from the binds, the hooks of the ideas, the stories, the old timelines. Let's just grab some quick tarot. I feel like we gotta go to the... Oh, no, okay. I think some classic Rider Wright. And we'll tie up this reading. Oh, okay. 3 more I'm hearing. What else we need to know? See, oh. It's kind of hilarious. Oh yeah, mystery, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, what do you want to create in this mystery space? It's like kind of that in a place of you're ready to create something new. Yeah, to co-create with the universe, 3 of Pentacles. Could be some people coming in with us, 23 to reflect our mastery, just sharing our self-mastery with others and learning what others need and want. You know, people bringing their needs and desires to you, and you being able to oh gosh, what's the word? Weave together, you know, something that works for them to come back to love. Yeah, frustration, feeling a little stuck, a little heavy, perhaps a little too comfortable. 4 of Pentacles. Can just illustrate that we've gotten a little comfortable in the old patterns. Maybe feeling a little weighed down with the pentacle on top of the head, and, you know, having this tight grasp on perhaps even money, being frugal. The Chariot, yeah, finding the confidence, bringing balance to the forces, the light and the dark, the push and the pull, 24-42, the interjection and reflection, the giving and receiving, the input and output of the matrix. opening up to love again. Perhaps we're still feeling a bit fishy about receiving offers of love because, the waters have been feeling a bit choppy. Perhaps we're concerned about rejection. Yeah, Spirit wants you to steer your chariot into alignment with heaven and earth, to align the flow of divine abundance with your earthly experience as you move through life. Transition. Yeah, we're in the state of transition, Six of Swords. And we're still, carrying some ideas with us. Perhaps we have a lot of really great ideas of what we want to do in this new space, this new sovereign land. And here you're like halfway across the lake. So, maybe it's time to ditch some old patterns that are weighing the boat down so we can get moving a little quicker. And you've been in surrender. The Hangman in reverse. Perhaps we've been not wanting to surrender to love, to surrender and forgive. Coming up with new ideas, Page of Swords. This can also be someone that kind of wants to come in and cut us down, that's causing frustration, causing fear, sadness in our life. But come again, and I get to take my own advice too, you guys, but you gotta stand up for what you believe in. Seven of Wands. And see how strong you are. You've been. Sekhmet. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving a voice to it. Stand up for what you believe in. Allow your authenticity to speak for itself. We don't have to be mean or crass. Allow yourself to be hungry enough to overcome the heartbreak, the hurt, the disappointments. Taking the disappointments, the ideas of what we thought, how we thought things were going to go, what we thought love was supposed to be, and transforming the pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. As is everything in life, is an opportunity to reflect back to you what it is you're ready to move into, expand through, let go of, or keep driving towards in faith. I think we're going to leave the reading right there, and yeah, no charms, no runes. Just found you on a lovely altitude today. We're really in this energy of coming home to self and doing our best to balance in this time of transition. Transiting through the labyrinth of mind into emotion and all the thoughts that come up with old emotions, and giving ourselves comfort as we deal with some maybe upsy downsy energy cycles, some wanting to create something new but feeling stuck, having all these new ideas, but feeling the fear, the sadness, the frustration around maybe financial blocks or ways we've rejected our own imposter syndrome, our own abundance, our own flow of abundance, how we've rejected our divine flow of abundance as opposite of having faith in uh, that you can have peace in your life, that you can be a holder of the sacred light, that you can come home, be home wherever the heart is. So I hope this found you again. Well, take care and namaste.